Alrighty, so now that you've got your ingredients, first thing you're going to do, go ahead and start warming this oven up. 350, start it up. What do you know? This is my second take. Oven's on. You're going to take your 2 sticks of butter, pop them in the microwave. Let's do 45 seconds. While that's melting, what we're going to do is take our sugar, add it into a bowl. All right, butter is melted. Let's get that in there. And I'm just gonna mix this together with a spoon. All right, now that we're nice and mixed up, we're gonna take our 4 eggs, pre-cracked because I'm baller. Add those into there. To the butter sugar mixture, as well as our vanilla extract. So we're gonna have some wet ingredients, and same thing, just gonna mix it all up. All right, now that we've got our basically a sweet custard complete, you can actually bake that if you want to, but you're better off with this. So the next thing you're gonna do, take your dry ingredients. So I've got 3 cups of flour in here, about a tablespoon of salt, and then about 2 tablespoons of baking soda. And all you're gonna do is whisk that until it is thoroughly combined. Afterwards, we're gonna be sticking our wet ingredients in there. But yeah. Okay, now that we are nice and combined, I'm gonna come back over to my wet ingredients, and you're supposed to fold it in gradually, but I only have one hand, so I'm gonna dump it all in and then mix it up together until I get a nice little paste. Do not put this bowl in the sink. You're gonna need it for the secondary wet ingredients phase. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna have to put the phone down. So at this stage, you're gonna be thinking, oh my God, it's too thick. I didn't add enough wet ingredients. You're fine. Trust the process. It's supposed to be like thick, but we'll fix that. So now you're asking yourself, well, how are we gonna fix this monstrosity? Here's how. 4 crusty ass, old, no good, mas malo bananas. You add those into your bowl that you were mixing with before, and you're gonna take yourself a little spoony spoon, and you're gonna mash them up. Yeah. And you're also gonna add some yogurt. All right, now that you've thoroughly destroyed those bananas and turned them into baby food, you're gonna take 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. I do the whole milk because it's delicious and it has more protein. Yeah, mix it in there, give it a good. Okay, we're good now. And mixy mix. Now that this is mixed up, you're gonna add this to this and mix again. Bueno. This sucks with one hand. I'll be back. And perfect. So now that this is good to go, you're gonna take your chalky chips, delicious. And recipe doesn't call for it, but I like to chop up some walnuts. Stick those in there too. Save like a handful because I'll blend them up and make like a crust for the top. Ooh. Also, this is to your heart's liking, so if you want to add more, add more. If you don't like a lot, then don't. I don't really care. You do you, man. So this is about a cup of those nuts. I'm gonna chop them up. Am I compensating by using this big knife on tiny nuts? Yeah, probably, but you'll never know. I need a GoPro if I'm gonna keep doing this. GoPro sponsor me. That'd be lit. Oh, it's rough. It's not like super fine because you want to be able to taste the crunch, feel the crunch. But you don't want them so big that you're just like mouthful of nut while you're biting into a muffin. But yeah, go ahead and pour those in to here and get mixing. Whee! All right, we're combined here. And like I was saying, I'm just going to use this magic bullet like I had. Put the rest of those nuts in there. It's not a whole lot. It's probably like quarter cup. And I'm just going to give these a real quick chop to use as a topping on my muffins and bread. So this recipe is basically a banana bread recipe, but I do cook it in muffin tins just because it cooks a lot faster. And I think they cook a lot evener, if that makes sense. You're not risking it getting burned when you have to cook this longer in here. And it's just easier to portion. But half of it will go into this, and then the other half will go into one of these. Just make sure you spray it with cook and spray before you start putting your stuff in. Also, this is how the nuts turns out. It's just like a little chopped up nuts. All right, so we got the muffins in there. I went with the bigger pan just because it is a little bit more shallow. It'll probably cook at a similar rate to the muffins. It'll probably need about another 10-15 minutes on top of it. But let's open this bad boy up. Pop in our muffins and bread. Don't burn your hand. And then go ahead and set yourself a timer for 25 minutes for the muffins. And just check your bread when you pull the muffins out. Alrighty. Timer went off. Those are looking marvelous. Now the test is take a knife, or I usually like to have a toothpick, but I don't have toothpicks. You're just going to probe into the middle. Try to find the tallest one you can. Pull it out. And if it is clean, like that is, then you're good to pull these out. Oh, yeah. Oh. Set those up there. Grab my knife, which is still clean. If it's dirty, just grab a new one. I'm gonna check this loaf. So you can see this jiggling. That is not done. It needs a lot more time. All right, loaf's done. I'm on muffin number 2 because my God, these are good. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. Give these a twist. Make sure they aren't sticking. They shouldn't. And let this rest. Let this finish cooking, cooling. This took about 50 minutes, give or take, which is what I expected. But yeah, 50 minutes here, 25 minutes for these. Enjoy. Signing off.